Hey everyone, it's Megan from Gingerbread Mama, and if you are watching this video, hopefully you've been guided here from my last video. If you haven't, be sure to check that one out too. That one is all about back to school and how to stay afloat during that time, things you can do to help you keep sane during back to school time. So this video is all about side hustles that you can do for a quick turnaround, get you some quick cash when you're in a pinch. Sometimes you need that for back to school. Maybe you need it for Christmas. Maybe you need it for a car repair or a medical bill or something that's going on. No matter what it is, side hustles are always a great way to go. There are so many different things you can do these days. So I just compiled a list of some that you can do for fairly quick cash. The ones that I have on my list are mostly online based. Some of them you actually need a vehicle for or some sort of transportation or equipment. And I will list those things as I go through. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one on my list is Uber Eats. A lot of people have started using food delivery services for places that don't already have delivery. Sure, you can get pizza delivery, you can get Chinese delivery, no problem, but there are so many delivery services out there that give you other things like McDonald's or Burger King or, just about any place that you could think of. So Uber Eats is a big one that has just come to our area. Now I live in a smaller area, so we are just now getting these things, but in other areas they're huge. So Uber Eats is one that you can do. I know a little bit about it. I was learning about it today. So they pay you to deliver food from restaurants that don't already offer delivery. And it is all done through, you connect your bank account to your Uber Eats account, so you don't ever have to carry cash. So it's not necessarily a dangerous situation like it could be with pizza delivery people or Chinese delivery people, that they end up losing their cash because somebody tries to take it from them, or they get robbed or jumped or mugged, or all those horrible situations that can happen. So you don't really have to worry about that when it is a zero cash in hand business. So there is Uber Eats. Along the same lines is DoorDash. Some places have one or the other. I know there are others in other areas. There's Postmates, there's Grubhub, there's all sorts of different ones that you can use. The ones that I have here in our area is DoorDash and Uber Eats. So those two, I think they work basically around the same way. The customer pays through the app, and then they are able to have you deliver their food. You're able to set your own hours and pick when you want to be able to be available for deliveries. Pick the deliveries that you want to do for both of those. So DoorDash and Uber Eats are two great ones. You do need to have a car. Some areas they allow you to use like a scooter or a bicycle. If you're in a really populated area, you can deliver on foot with certain apps. So just be sure to check that out in your area, what you're able to deliver on if you don't have a car. Another great one is Instacart. Now this one isn't food delivery per se, but it is grocery delivery. In our area, Aldi's and Wegmans offer these things, which are very local, regional stores to this area. But if you have an Aldi's, or I know other places may have Instacart as well. I'm not really sure. It depends on your region, but you can look it up. Go on to the app or the website, figure out what stores offer it in your area, and then you can go on and sign up. And you go to the store, and there's two options. You can either go grocery shop for the person and then deliver it to them, or you can have it, certain stores will pick the order for you, and then you just go, you pick it up and take it to the person. Everything is paid through the app, so again, you have no cash in hand. It is very safe. and you just deliver their food to them. I think they give you like a rating to keep your score up, and people can learn to trust you and choose you per se over somebody else to be able to deliver their food. And then you start to get a rapport with people if you use it with the same customers over and over again. So that's a good one. Now, if you don't have a car or you don't have a way of transportation and you still need a side hustle, obviously we all do. A few big ones that I have tried are transcription. Now, some of the services that you can find for transcription online may be specific to court documents or court reports, or they may be specific to medical transcription, and they have a wide array of all sorts of different types of documents and transcriptions that they need to be typed out. So the big one that I have used in the past is Rev. You can find things on there anywhere from 5 minutes long to a couple of hours long, and they usually give you a day or two to get them done. You do have an hour after you've selected something to unselect it without being punished, because sometimes you get an audio file or a video that is just really inaudible, or it is in a different language and you just really cannot understand them. So you can unsubscribe to that specific or unclaim that specific transcription and move on to the next one. It's not a huge payday, I will admit that. With Rev, you get paid on Mondays, so everything I were to do until Sunday, I think evening, I would get paid for on Monday through PayPal. And I think on average, I've done like 1 or 2 a week and gotten like $10. So it really depends on how dedicated you are, how much time you have. You do need a computer that you have either Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox on, able to get on the internet, so you need an internet connection. And it's a good idea to have a pair of headphones too, because it helps to drown out any background noise around you, especially if there is a lot of crackling or background noise in the actual file. You're definitely going to need a quiet place. So mamas, it's a good thing to do during nap time or after the kiddos go to bed. That's usually when I do it, is when the kids are in bed, because then I don't have anybody trying to grab at my computer or grab at me or interrupt me when I'm trying to do something that takes a lot of focus. Another one that I have found is Transcribe Me, and I'll put some of these down in the description below. Transcribe Me is one that I just found today, so I'm still navigating it. So far it seems to be pretty close to Rev, but from what I read in the description is it's a lot smaller files, so you can get a lot more of them done pretty quickly. And from what I understand, they pay more than Rev too, so I will figure that out, and maybe I'll make a follow-up video once I have really done a deep dive into Transcribe Me. Another thing you can do is be a virtual assistant. This is somebody who is just like a personal assistant or a receptionist kind of, only you do it from the comfort of your own home or coffee shop or wherever you have an internet connection. And what you do is you send out emails for people, you schedule things, you buy plane tickets, you do whatever it is that the person that has hired you wants you to do. And you do these things for them, again, from the comfort of your own home or wherever you are, and then they pay you. A lot of the time that would be through PayPal or directly into your bank account. One platform that you can find virtual assistant jobs on is Zirtual, and I have not actually used that one, but I have heard good things about it, and I'm willing to try it too. So if I try that one, I will be sure to maybe do a follow-up video so that you can get a better idea of how Zirtual works. If you're willing to write or you like to write, you could also do freelance writing. That can be anything from a blog post to social media posts, maybe articles for magazines or social media, newspapers. So a couple of different places that you can go to find those jobs is either Fiverr, or there's a site called Freelance Writing that you can also go to. Those platforms can help you find freelance writing jobs. I've never done any freelance writing jobs, but I know that the more you do, the more you can get paid, and you can actually make a pretty good living on freelance writing if you really want to. So something else you can do if you need quick cash is to sell your stuff. Maybe you have extra of something, or you've got books laying around that you are done with. Maybe you've got extra clothes, or clothes that you don't fit in anymore that you're going to get rid of. Your kiddos are going back to school, and all of their clothes from last year, you can sell those things. Somebody else might be able to use them this year for back to school if they're in pretty good shape. So you can definitely sell your things. One way to do that pretty quickly is to just list it on Facebook Marketplace, because then it's somebody local and you just meet up with them in a public place usually and sell them their stuff. They give you cash. Now this one, you do have to deal with cash, and you are meeting someone in person. I think they just added an option where you can ship it if you want to, or you can try to sell it on a platform where you ship it, like eBay or Amazon or Poshmark, depending on what your clothes are or what you're selling. But you for sure can just sell your stuff if you've got extra stuff that you aren't using, or you just really need the money. Another thing you can do is make stuff. If you make anything, if you crochet, or you've got one of those fancy Cricut makers that you could make t-shirts or fancy towels. It's getting into fall now, so you could make things for football teams, you can make things for group trips or anything. I have a few friends that have the Cricut maker, and they've made some really good money off of the things that they are able to create with it. So the sky's the limit from what I understand with those machines, and you can really build a business off of it. I myself crochet, and last year I made a good amount on making hats for people. You can make hats, scarves, sweaters, whatever it is that you have time and knowledge to make. You could sell those things to people. Again, just make a Facebook post, not even in Marketplace per se, but just on your page. A lot of the time, if you post a picture of something that you've made and you are really passionate about it, you love it, somebody else is going to love it too, and they're going to say, hey, will you make me one of those? Be sure when you post it, if you're posting that you will make it, make sure you add a price tag or put on there ask for pricing, because all too often when you make things, your friends and family expect them for free. And if you're trying to make money, that's not going to help you out. So be sure to put on there that you're willing to make them for a commission. The last thing on my list is that you can post on social media, just like I said about posting anything that you've made on your Facebook or your Instagram. You can make a social media post, just a normal post, asking your friends and family if anybody needs anything done. Maybe they need a dog walker, they need somebody to help them with their laundry or their cleaning. Maybe they need someone to help them with yard work or a special project. And all too often, you've got all of these people around you that could really use the help, and you can really use the money, and maybe they'd be able to help you out by having you help them out. I made a social media post just like that and was able to find some work through my friends and family, so it never hurts to ask and be able to help someone else in the process. So these are just a few of the things that you can do. These are things that I found make money pretty quickly. You can turn around and sell things or use these side hustles pretty fast to make some money. So just be sure to check them out if you are interested. Drop a comment below if you've got other side hustles that you would like to have me do a review on, or that you have tried. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of this video if I get a lot of extra things that people have tried. Just remember, there is no such thing as a cookie cutter life. Take care.